Hi, I'm Liz. Welcome to Fast Kitty Crafts. For our first project today, you'll need these 2 pages of free printables that I'll link down below and a sheet of heavy-duty black construction paper. This is the one I had at home. It's from Strathmore, but it doesn't have to be this fancy. It could be construction paper, poster board, or cardstock, or anything you might have at home. Next, you need to give the printouts a good spray of finishing spray to set the ink. Because when you Mod Podge, sometimes it can bleed, so this helps protect the ink from running. Then we'll need to let that dry, and then cut out each tag close to the black outline. I found this adorable artwork at graphicsfairy.com. I love all things vintage Halloween, so when I saw these, I knew they would make an amazing garland. So then next, we just apply a good coat of Mod Podge to the black paper, and then place each tag on that, and then give another good coat on top with Mod Podge. I just used the glossy Mod Podger. I think any finish would work fine. I was able to get all 5 tags onto one sheet of 9x12. That worked out just right. Next, while this is drying, I'll show you how to make the faux wood beads. These are the little styrofoam balls you can find at Dollar Tree that you use as vase filler, so I thought they would make a great substitute for beads. I'll just be using 6 of the largest size, 3 black ones and 3 orange ones. For the black ones, I used black chalkboard paint from Dollar Tree, and I just put it on a toothpick to make it easier to hold. So I just need 3 of those, and then set those aside to dry. For the orange color, I just used some leftover sample house paint. It's latex paint, and it was the perfect color orange. And here I am adding a little bit of plaster parasite. Always do this to my craft paint. It makes it more opaque, it makes it stick better, and it gives a nice durable finish. And then we'll just let all 6 of those beads dry. After the tags have dried, you just cut them all out and flip them over, and then apply a nice coat of Mod Podge on the back. After the tags have dried, they can bend up a little, so to straighten them out, you can warm them up with a blow dryer and then wrap them around like a toilet paper roll or something like that and put a rubber band around it, and then just let it cool off, and then do the other ones the same way. Next, you just punch out the holes at the top of each tag with a hole punch. Next, we need to create holes in the beads. So here I'm using just a large nail, and you can find where your toothpick was in there before, and then just center it and then pop the nail right through. Next, we'll need to cut 5 lengths of twine. I think it's around 8 inches or so. And then tie 1 to each tag and put the knot about an inch above the top of the tag, and then trim the ends short. Next, you need about a 50-inch length of twine, thread it into a large needle, and then place the first knot 10 inches from the end. And then pick your first bead and thread it onto your string, and then slide it all the way to the first knot. And then you'll want to make another knot close to the other side of the bead. And then pick the first tag and then slide it on. And then you want to tie another knot about 3 inches away from your last knot. And then pick your next bead, alternating, between orange and then black. And then tie another knot on the other side of that bead. And then pick your next tag and slide that on, and then repeat all the way down. And then to finish it off, you just tie a knot at each end of your garland. For our next project, you'll need a square of burlap cut into a rectangle 4 inches by 12 inches, and you can spray each side with clear spray just to stabilize it. And then on one edge, using a light colored chalk, make a mark at 4 inches and 8 inches. And then on the other side, place a mark at 2 inches, and then one at 6 inches, and one at 10 inches. And then connect the first corner to that first dot and place a line. And then you're going to zigzag your way down and connect the next 2 dots, and so on. Next, you'll need a piece of gift wrapping tissue that you can find at Dollar Tree, and with the duller side up, just tape it to a piece of printer paper and print out the Boo printout that I'll have linked below, and then you just cut it out about 1/8 of an inch away from the letter, leaving a little white border like that. And then we're going to Mod Podge each letter to the 3 different triangles on your piece of burlap. Just put a nice thick coat of Mod Podge down first and pat down the first letter, and then put a nice coat of Mod Podge on top. Just don't go over it too much or else the ink can run a little bit, so just be quick about it. And then coat the whole triangle with Mod Podge. Once that's all dry, I redrew the lines a little bit with chalk pencil so I could see it better, and then I just took a length of extra strength duct tape that I bought at Dollar Tree and cut it in half, and then applied it to the top. That reinforces the top when we punch the holes later. And then cut out each triangle along the lines. And then just take out your hole punch and punch a hole at each side of the triangles. Next, we'll need about a 30-inch length of twine, or however long you want to make your garland, and then just thread them through each of the holes. And give them a little space in between. Next, we're going to need a 1-inch strip of fabric, and an easy way to do this is to make a little snip at one end and then just tear it all the way down. And then just cut that selvage little piece off, and then we're going to need 4 strips 12 inches long. And then just tie a strip between each of your triangles. I just used a single knot, that's fine. And then tie a strip at each end of your garland. And then to finish it off, we'll just need to tie a knot at each end of your twine. And here they are all done. I think they came out so adorable. I chose to hang mine under shelving, but you can hang yours on a mantle or on a hutch or anywhere you want to add some spooky vintage charm. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had fun creating some unique, cozy Halloween decor that you can enjoy year after year. Happy Halloween!